What's going on, guys? Keith McMillan here with the Off the Mat podcast. I'm here. Happy New Year to my co-host,
Brian Harris. What's up, guys? It's been a while. Keith isn't wearing shoes.
No, I'm not. I didn't.
Thought I'd throw it out there. I wanted to make sure everybody. Just want to make sure we're all comfortable.
Didn't think he'd expose me so soon.
Yeah, no, he's not wearing shoes. He's not. Yeah.
How you been?
Or socks. I'm doing well. How are you?
Very specific.
How are you? It's got my attention.
I'm wearing red underwear too for everyone.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Are they really red?
Yeah, so woo.
Do you? Jesus Christ. You can't say that out loud.
I know. I probably should have said that.
Yeah. I'm well, though, man. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
New Year's, we got a fuckload to talk about. Like, we need to go back. First off, Jiu Jitsu tournament. You did your first Jiu Jitsu tournament. We have not talked about this, and we have to because I have things specifically that I want to say.
So, I made weight and everything, which was a big accomplishment.
Fucking up top, my dude. What's your weight at right now, by the way?
Same.
It is?
I haven't lost or gained any weight.
Bet. Let's go.
I haven't tried to lose any weight. I've been eating regular and not sticking to fasting at the moment, but that will change.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah,
let's
it's
get
time
back
to get back to it. Made weight, which was a big accomplishment.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because originally, when Tyler reached out to me, I was 10 pounds heavy, 10 pounds over the limit, and I was content at just doing at the highest weight class. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't, but I made weight within that month, cutting to 10 pounds and losing the 10 pounds, not even cutting, like literally losing it. And I've kept that off, and that was a big accomplishment. It was different. You were right in a lot of aspects. I'm so comfortable with the guys in the gym, no matter the size or strength. I'm comfortable, but something about being in that environment, knowing that there's points and it's a live competition, kind of gave me a different mind space. And, I learned a lot. I'm happy I did it. I will continue to do more, and I'm very grateful for you, Ty, Mike, Rich, everyone that was there that supported me and, was in the corner. It was such a blessing to have great teammates. It just made me, this is weird to say, and this is no one's doing but my own, and you know how I am.
Yeah.
I really felt a part of the team that day. I really felt like I was a Glory member. I represented Northland, and I was so happy. That first match was a disaster, though, in a sense of, like, I couldn't hear you. There was so much anxiety. A lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, I'm fine. I'm just going to go in there, treat it like a normal role, just have fun, play my game. And then, like, it was like Keith McMillan, and I think you remember, like, I was like trying to rush because I didn't like have all my stuff off.
Yeah.
And I was like starting like to breathe heavier, and my mind just went blank, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to compete.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very grateful. I'll let you go from there.
I have questions for you, actually.
Okay.
So, curious, what was going through your mind in your matches? Like what?
Okay, so
what were like the major things that like stuck out to you throughout the tournament?
So the mental game was a big thing that stuck out for me.
Yes.
I felt more confident, obviously, outside of the competition, but the first match at least, seeing him, I kind of psyched myself out.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I've called you out on that in the gym before, too.
Yes, you've done that before, and it was still sticking with me that day, and he looked big. So I just automatically gave him like check marks and all like the pros.
Yep.
I was like, he's stronger than me. He's bigger than me.
Yep.
And I just automatically like started psyching myself out before I even, could match up and see where I was at. I just discredited myself and gave him all the credit.
Yep.
So I will say that. That was the first match.
Just so you know, I want to say this. That was my biggest fear going into the tournament.
Yeah.
That you would do that.
But once I got a feel for him, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy, right?
It was different. I was like, okay, cupcake. But I couldn't hear you the first match. Yeah. So much was going on through my mind.
And I didn't even know, dude. I was wondering why you weren't fucking doing anything I was saying, because I was like, Base down. Fucking don't sit up so high. I'm like, why the fuck are you getting reversed? Go back.
Okay, so here's a very funny moment for me. Not funny what was happening to me, but it was a very funny moment to where we got to the ground. I was on his legs, and I was like, "Hey, Keith, when's the last time you heard from Brian?" And it was like very weird because he went to maneuver.
I like damn near lost my voice at that tournament, dog.
He went to maneuver and his gi came up, and when his gi came up, I could see you, but it was like, Keith, you need to. And then his gi came back down. I was like, oh no. So then I was like, I can't hear him. All right, well, what's my game? And mind you, the whole time I'm like thinking. Now I'm thinking too much. Another voice came out of nowhere. Was like, "Hey Keith, you know you haven't moved in a second, right?" And then he was in a dominant position.
Yep.
So that was my first match. Yeah, it was very. I'm happy I experienced it. I respect the hell out of you and all the teammates. But that first match, I couldn't hear. There's no excuses. He got the better of me. But that first match, I just want to get the jitters out.
So what was your thinking like in the other matches, though? Could you hear me in the other matches?
Yeah.
I was about to say, because you started responding to me, and like sometimes you would look at me like as if you heard what I said, things like that. And
so that first
did
match,
that change your mindset at all? Like,
yes, it did.
What was the difference?
Yeah, because now it's all out the window. I felt him. I understood how strong he was.
Because you went with that guy again.
Yeah, I went with him 3 times.
Yeah.
I felt how strong he was.
And then there was another guy that you went against as well,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
And I knew. Now I was like, okay, all that shit's out the window.
Mm-hmm. I
was more comfortable. I did start to respond. Because the worst thing happened to me. I got submitted. I didn't want to get submitted.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to win, obviously, but I didn't want. But after getting through the second match, I can respond more. I listen. I thought I went out for a second when he got me in that triangle, because that triangle was tight, but I got out of it, and I had fun at that point. I had fun. I got the, I didn't get the result that I wanted, but now it's kind of like, oh, okay, these are the holes in my game that I sort of knew, but now I could grow upon.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted, was a chance to see where I was at. And honestly, to be with the teammates and feel a part of the team. And I got everything I wanted that day. If I would have came out with first place, it would have been amazing, but I didn't, but I'm okay with that. And at no point do I look down upon myself. And I think having a conversation with you, having a conversation with Murray, Trout, having a conversation with my teammates and putting me in a better space, just being happy that I made it out there did a lot for me. And I'm having fun again. I'm having fun again. There's no stress on me.
So what are the main things you took away from the tournament?
I need to work on fucking getting out of the guard. I don't know how to break a guard. Work on my base.
That's the biggest one to me. It's the base.
And just taking my time. Don't overestimate anyone. That's all.
Yeah. I would say constantly be ready for everything too.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of times like Rich was calling it out where you were just like kind of like just standing there basically, like not doing it. Like it kind of like you do in here whenever you're like, it's different though in training, versus like a tournament. But like how you were in like training where you like put your hands down and just kind of hang out, and everybody else is like sitting there elbows in tight and fucking, sitting all curled up in a little ball essentially, about to shoot a double leg from hell in on you.
Yeah.
And then
Did I get taken down?
You didn't get taken down, but fucking you were begging for it.
I was begging for
you
it,
were
baby.
fucking asking for it. You were like, please shoot on me.
I look at the other competitors to see their mindset. I can't mimic them. Murray is a monster. Murray gets in a very.
I don't buy that. I think you can. Are you saying you can't mimic their mindset?
No, I think I can. I think I have a different mindset.
Okay.
I don't need to be all hyped up and angry.
Right.
I feel like Mike Murray, who's a phenomenal jiu-jitsu player, took first in no-gi. I think.
Yeah, that dude like gasses himself up.
Yeah,
like,
he gasses himself up.
Yeah. And I love it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Though. Okay.
And I think I wanted to go in
that
the headspace, but then I was like, wait, that's not me. Trout so is a just amazing individual. The only guy that I know that's like, so he went with his first match. He went with that kid, injured his hands. I think it was his knuckle or something.
Yeah, kept a gangster too.
Counts himself out, at least vocally. He's like, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to. And then goes into his next match, puts the kid to sleep.
Yeah.
After he just spent like the last 5 minutes being like, yeah, I'm done, man. I don't even think I should roll. Like, I'm hurt. Blah, 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 blah. Man, this is going to be tough. And then puts him to sleep.
At that tournament's like, that's like the most confident that I've seen Trout. Yeah. Like, just in the sense of just like, he was just calm the whole time,
Yes.
you know? Even like whenever he hurt himself, he was just like, yeah, I mean, I can bend it. It's, you know. He's like, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, he was extremely calm that entire time. It was gangster as fuck when he put that guy to sleep because the ref didn't even know it. And he just like, you know, as though whenever you look up at the ref and you're like, he's out.
Yeah.
And the ref's like, all right, well, get the fuck off of him then.
Yeah.
You just like going, body's limp.
Yeah, you know, he's amazing competitors. Yeah, I just can't say enough great things about those guys, about our team in general, you know, because those guys came out there. Everyone had someone to represent KC, BJJ, 10th Planet. All those guys were out there. But I'd rather be with this gym over every other gym. And, you know, it speaks volumes about the competitors that we have in here. And, you know, Kenyon, who I know Kenyon's like, I know Kenyon moved, but I still consider Kenyon.
No, he's still.
That kid would put himself literally in the deepest of chokes, still have that like whatever face and get out.
Yeah, he kept it super gangster too.
Yeah, Kenyon's man, just seeing the different levels, the different games, it's inspiring, and I can't wait to like continue to chop away and hone my game.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those guys, I feel like I'm missing somebody. It was me, Trout, and Murray, right? And Kenyon.
Big Mike.
Big Mike wasn't there. Big Mike wasn't there.
Am I tripping? He's at like every tournament.
Nah, it was just us three, right?
Gang of kids.
Gang kids, wonderful. Yo, those kids went out there. Man, that's heartbreaking. Wait, can we talk about the moment you got upset with the ref?
Which time?
When the kid, when I guess he gave a point, and then he was like, "How do you get a point?" And he was like,
"Yeah,
oh,
that motherfucker. Yeah, no, that dude was giving out points for nothing." I was like, "What was the point for?" And he couldn't even tell. He couldn't even tell me what it was for. It was 2 points, and I was like, "What was the point for?" I was like, "Was it for a takedown or like a reversal?" I was like, "What was it for?" And he was like, "I think it was for a takedown." I was like, "Cause I didn't see a takedown. He fucking pulled guard, like legit, like grips on fucking lapels, foot in hip, guard pull."
Right.
And dude, I guess I don't know. I didn't even see him raise two hands or like raise his hand for 2 points, and I don't know if like if he did it and I wasn't paying attention or if. I don't know. All I know is there wasn't a takedown.
Right.
I know that much.
I love the passion, man. Brian gets upset. You know, he doesn't get really into it with the ref, but he's like, come on, dude.
I challenge him, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah.
But you see how
I'm not going to be screaming in their face, but I'm going to be like, yo, can we talk about this?
Right. But you did it for the right reason because those kids, that's devastating for them.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's important to them, man. You gotta pay attention.
Yeah,
you gotta be on the ball. And granted, too, I mean, you have to protect them as well. Like there was another situation where like Isaac was in an armbar and he like started This is a long time. This is years ago, and he started like reversing it. And as he was reversing it, the match got called because like typically when a kid's arm gets extended out, they call the match. You know, and it was like that was a frustrating moment for me because I'm like, dude, he was getting out of it, and he literally, like, as the ref came in, he pulled his arm out, and I was like, what are we doing here?
Right.
You know, but at the same time, like, you gotta protect the kids. So I get it. It's just, there's situations like that where it's frustrating, and that for me, I was just like,
But overall, the event was amazing. I'm happy I did it. I will do more. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do every event. Thank you for Trout for sponsoring me, but I will continue to do the events that I can. I will say that.
So, you do this thing, man, and I want to talk about it for a second, where you just fucking like mentally like take a machete and just fucking chop away at yourself.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I know. And like as someone that cares about you, it's fucking heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah,
every single time, especially when I know it's gonna happen. and I can see it coming on and I can see it happening in front of me and there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
And I like try to like fucking, I don't know, dude. It's like frustrating as shit for me. But
Yeah.
you doubt yourself, I think, more than anybody I've ever met.
Really?
And
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, like I have not seen someone just like doubt themselves and I don't know, man. Yeah.
You know, with the competition that I've faced throughout my life, this is my first time competing in years. I think just that abusive verbal background that I come from, I know if I preempt it, you can't use it against me. But it also is very disgusting the way I do it.
Yeah, I feel like you're like sealing your own fate whenever you're doing it.
Because I feel like in the dark world that I live in, I felt like I lost that match and I was gonna get off the mat and everyone's gonna be like, "Don't speak to me, dude. You fucking suck. You're not a part of glory." So I think that like starts creeping up in my mind. And it's something that I need to work on. It's something that I there's no excuses. It's just something, it's mentally a part of me. I don't know when it started, but it's something I've always coped with and I've always accepted through football, basketball, whatever I was a part of an organized sport. It was just easier for me to be like, "Hey, I suck." And then other people are like, "Yeah, you do suck." And be like, "Oh, thank God. Breath of fresh air."
But you can't you can't give yourself any positive reinforcement though?
No, I can. And I think I do. And I think this is going to be weird. My recovery for after the competition, because I thought I was going to go home and really beat myself up. I felt good.
Yeah. Okay.
Even right now talking to you, I feel good about it.
Okay.
I feel good about the results. I understand why I got the result. Even the post I made.
In the moment, though, you were definitely like defeated. And I could see it in your face, like at the tournament. I was just like, dog, like you just did your fucking first tournament.
Yeah.
And it's not like you just completely shit the bed. Like you won matches.
You know what really got to me? And I forgot who said it. Might have been you. Might have been Murray. Whoever said to me, "Thank you for it was like, it might have been you. It's like, look out there. This is no disrespect to any of our teammates and other people. Everyone has lives. That's my first competition.
Yeah.
But I look around, it's like, how many other people are here?
Yeah.
There wasn't that many jiu-jitsu players that were there.
Yeah.
And everyone has a life. Everyone, it was right by Christmas.
Look how many people we have in practice and then how many people were there. Like,
and that's no disrespect to the other teammates.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm doing it. I'm amongst a few. And when I fight this year, that's another thing too. I will be amongst a few that actually fight. And I'm excited. And I want to take on that task.
We joke about that all the time. How many fucking knuckleheads do we see come in here and like talk about they want to fight?
Yeah.
They're in here for 2 or 3 weeks and then we never see them again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Ever.
No.
How many of them actually stick with it, grind it out, and fucking go out and compete and test themselves and see what they're truly about and and learn about themselves, and then afterwards go back to the lab and try and fix whatever's fucked up,
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And once that was said to me, it really sat and resonated with me.
Yeah.
And it's true. And no matter the result that I get this year, and I want the best results, I'm happy. I'm actually doing something, because years ago, we've talked about this before in previous podcasts, and I wouldn't even get this far. I would train for 3 weeks, and I wouldn't show up for 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm at the place where I'm in there. I'm competing. I'm a part of the team, and I'm developing. I'm actually growing. I've actually grown. I've taken the time to lose the weight. I still have a bunch of more weight, but I'm willing to go on that journey now. There's no instant gratification for me. And ultimately, I'm happy at the place I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for you, for all of our teammates, Big Mike, people that have helped me amongst my journey, have always stayed by my side. I'm thankful. I'm grateful to Zach, to Danilo, to Baker. I'm exact. I can name everyone that's helped me along my journey at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm happy, and I'm grateful. And this year is not about talking. It's about doing. It's about putting plans to action. So I'm happy. I'm in there. I'm actually on the field for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not a spectator anymore. So it's a lot.
You gotta start working on that doubt, though, bro.
Yeah. It's every day having that positive reaffirmation. As silly as it sounds, is literally looking in the mirror and telling myself that I'm worthy, that I'm worth it.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I didn't feel worth it. I didn't feel like I belonged. And either I would tank or I really didn't have the skill set. It's what I did in football back in high school. I believe I tanked in football. I was one of the fastest defensive backs, and I could play. But I purposely would shoot myself in the foot, or I would just quit, which I did my senior year. I'm finally getting over those hurdles. Not immediately, but I'm getting over those hurdles. And, having the support that I've never had in my life from the competitive standpoint. I've never had guys like you, Murray, and Trout pat me on the back and say, hey, you didn't do it this time, but you're fucking out there. You're doing well.
Right.
Get back after it. Yeah. I didn't have that before. I surrounded by people that if I lost, and I'd be like, yeah, I suck. They'd be like, yeah, you do suck, man. Yeah. I didn't have the right people. So now I'm amongst a better group, a better group, a bigger group, a more intelligent group. And I'm excited. I'm grateful. And I'm happy where I'm at. And I'm only going to get better.
We appreciate you too, Keith.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. You
guys heard it first. Keith, IBJJF Champ 2020.
I'm going to compete.
His words, not mine.
Right. Yeah. So overall, it was a great tournament. I'm happy I did it. I'm happy that I have you and everyone in my ear. And it would have never happened if Trout didn't sponsor me. And now that I have a taste for it, I want more. And I can't wait to do it again. The first opportunity that I get, I will compete.
Do me a favor. Next time you compete, replay that first tournament in your head. The first time you saw your first opponent and the first time you put hands on your first opponent.
Right.
Like, just fucking play that shit back in your mind. Yeah. Just on repeat.
Right.
Whenever you go into your competition.
I will.
Because that doubt shit is your biggest your worst enemy, dude. Yeah. It is your worst enemy.
Yeah. But I'm going to get through it. That's a promise to myself.
All right. I like it, man.
What's new with you, man? I don't want
to... Nothing's new with me. We did Christmas and fucking New Year's. We got that shit to talk about. Dude, we haven't done a podcast in like fucking a year. Are you kidding me? It's been a minute. Christmas happened while we were gone. I know you're Jehovah's Witness. Your mom was supposed to come into town. She unfortunately was not able to make it.
Oh my God, heartbreaking. Mommy, how dare you? How dare you, lady? I was heartbroken. So, my mother was supposed to come to town. We got her tickets and everything. And she unfortunately missed her flight on Christmas Eve. And the next available flight wasn't until Sunday. Which means she would have missed Christmas anyway. And
that was probably like what? Like the 29th?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I already took off work that week. I can't take off another week of work.
Yeah.
And that was devastating, man. That hurt. Not just because it was Christmas, it's because my mother hasn't visited me since I've moved out here. And it would have been nice for her to be around the babies. My babies are close to walking. Mm-hmm. They can take like 6 steps and fall and everything. They climb in and everything. I just wanted that whole family experience to for once because, yeah, it would have been nice. But I didn't get it, and it was devastating that first day. But Christmas and everything was beautiful. I got to spend it with my family, my brother and my sister, my babies, my lady. It was wonderful. Everything I wanted. I even took some corny ass photos.
What do you mean corny ass photos?
I took like family photos with like my babies and my lady.
You showed me pictures of them.
Yeah, it's corny as shit. I hate that shit.
We
all dressed up. She made me dress up. I was like, why the fuck?
She made you dress up? Yeah. Fuck that. I look homeless whenever I'm at family events. Straight up, bro. Like sweats, fucked up hair. You saw like the selfie that I took. I look like shit.
It's funny that her mother got that outfit for me. And I saw like 5 other people with that damn outfit on Christmas. I even saw Zach with wearing the same outfit as me. It was funny.
It's the go-to Christmas outfit.
It was. I could tell there was a sale on that damn shirt. Get to you because I have something I want to say, but I don't want to.
What about Christmas or
just about family?
Oh, okay. Then man, I just went out. I went out to St. Louis and I just got to see the family out in St. Louis. That was pretty much it. I mean, it was nothing crazy happened. We just played games and fucking. That was pretty much it, man. I don't have anything like too special. We just did the typical Christmas dinner, rob your neighbor, all that sort of thing, and then I went and saw my homie Justin while I was in St. Louis, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it? The drive is a motherfucker. I hate driving to St. Louis, dude.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I hate more than anything in the world. And it's not because it's a long drive. It's just I've done it so many fucking times, and I just want. I hate just thinking about it. I hate it.
I'm an old man. I think I told you this. I'm an old man. I'm in that car for more than 2-3 hours. I'm ready to take a nap.
Like even if you're driving.
Oh yeah, if I'm driving 3 hours.
Could you like see yourself like falling asleep while driving?
No, I pull over. But I'm normally by myself. Like the last 2 times I drove to Chicago,
Yeah.
I was by myself. So I took like the ride there, I usually knock it out. But the ride home, I take like 4 or 5 naps.
On the way?
Yeah, on the way home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How long of a drive is that?
7.5, 8 hours.
And
straight through.
You're stopping off taking naps.
Yeah.
How long are the naps?
What, 30 minutes to an hour? Whenever my lids get heavy,
bro.
give a fuck.
Yo. Okay, so you're a fucking pansy when it comes to driving.
Home. I'm driving home.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the drive home is worse. I get that. But
oh, yeah.
I want to get home as soon as possible.
Peacefully, too.
So, like, stopping for me is, like, counterproductive.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, like, it's embarrassing what time I got home from the time I left. Because I could have been home, like, probably 4 or 5 hours earlier. But because I was like, I feel a little tired, I just pulled over and went to sleep. And when I say I was risking it, I mean, I was, like, in a deep sleep, too.
What, you, like, just didn't have shit to do, so you're like, fuck it, I'll just nap half the day?
Yeah. Well, the last time I was hungover.
I don't think I could do that either, because I would just be like, fuck it, I need to get home and get in my bed. I can't nap in a fucking car.
Anyone could have fucking tried to kill me. I was peaceful.
You have the doors locked, though, right?
I did, and I have a blue belt. I was wanting to say that.
I'm glad you started laughing at that. I had a chance to start fucking throwing shade.
Oh, man.
I was about to start hitting you with it. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I drove from New Orleans to St. Louis nonstop.
Okay, just knocked it out.
Yeah, knocked it out. Stopped for food one time. Stopped for, I think, gas like once or twice.
Right.
That's it. Whole way.
Okay.
No breaks. Yeah. That's because I just want to get the fuck home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, I hate driving like that.
I think next time I'm going to download podcasts and stuff because where I was at, there was no fucking service for like probably 2 or 3 hours of my drive.
You ever play Yellow Car?
Well, what's that?
Like if you got someone in the car with you, you play Yellow Car.
I'm usually by myself, but no.
If you got someone in the car with you, play
Is
Yellow
that like
Car.
Punch Buggy?
Nah, you don't like hit anybody.
Okay.
You just keep track of yellow cars. It's a lot harder than it sounds. Like, especially if you're like super competitive. Like Zach and I get ridiculous with yellow car.
Okay.
To the point where you're like coming up on 4-way intersections, like looking everywhere to see if you see one. Or if you're like on the highway and it's a long stretch and you see a car off in the distance, but you can't tell if it's yellow.
Right.
And you don't want to go negative and call yellow on a red car. That shit happens. Just throwing it out there. It's an interesting thing. Ask Zach about it. Zach knows about yellow.
I'm going to ask him now. He's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I beat his ass in yellow car, though. That's the only thing I beat him at.
Nice.
Yellow car.
How often have you guys taken a long trip?
We went to Nebraska, and then we've gone to Kansas.
Okay.
To corner.
Right.
And then Nebraska to see UFC fights. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then, I mean, yeah, that's it.
All right.
New
Year's. I'm
okay.
going to stop.
Well, you were going to say family something, right?
Yeah, I can get into that if you want.
I want you to get into whatever you want to get into, bro.
So, what I will say, I did miss my mother not being there for Christmas.
Okay.
And I think in my head, I built up this big, like, I wanted the family dinner and everything, even though we don't really celebrate holidays because of her being a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
I want to celebrate the holidays, but I've, in the same, like, mindset of, like, I'm better now because of the competition, I'm happy and I will have that family day, But I'm excited, man. I've accomplished so much, and when I say that, I'm so proud of myself, and I don't say that enough because I have my daughters now. My daughters now have a dad in their life. I never had that.
Yeah.
I already feel like I've succeeded so much just being there and wanting to be there. I never had a dad. From day one, the moment that I could see light, there was no father figure. There was no father in my life. And as my story goes, I'm now 31 years old. For 31 years, I've never had a dad. I've had people supplement and be there for me as father figures, and I look up to a lot of men that have helped me throughout my journey, but I don't have my own father. And I'm okay with that now. For a long time, it really bothered me. But now I'm okay with it, and I'm grateful, and I will always be there for my daughters, no matter what. And I know that goes without saying, but sometimes it's not given. It's not guaranteed. And I'm happy who I am getting to this point, because years ago I didn't think I was going to have kids or if I could be a good dad. And I still have a long journey ahead of me, but I'm happy that I'm not him. That I don't get to miss out on anything. So I'm grateful.
Okay.
I'm grateful. I just wanted to say that. I wanted to put that out there.
I was about to say, you got to segue me from here, man. I don't know where.
I'm just saying.
That came out of nowhere here.
I have big plans for my daughters to succeed whatever they want to succeed in. And with that being said, let's get to Mcgregor and Cerrone.
McGregor kills Cerrone.
I think McGregor puts him away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cerrone's dead.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. Only way Cerrone can potentially win that is, I think if he just keeps pressure and blends wrestling and striking up against the cage.
What round?
What round does McGregor win? Second or third? Probably second.
I think third.
You think third?
Yeah.
I think second. Just to disagree with you. I think it's going to be pretty quick. I thought I wanted to see that fight, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be good at all.
Really?
Yeah, I think Cerrone will.
I just want to see them two fight, and I don't want to see anything else. I want to see those two fight. Then I want to see McGregor consistently fight. I don't want to hear about Khabib. I hope in my world, he's 2 or 3 fights away from Masvidal, Khabib, and Usman. I don't want to see any of those fights.
Wait, you think who does? McGregor fights those people?
No, I'm saying I'm hoping he's 2 fights away from those people. I hope after this fight he has to fight 2 more times before we see any
title fights.
Title fights, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's such a star, they're just gonna fast track him. I feel like if he puts away Cerrone, which I think he will, automatically people are going to be like, oh, let's see him go run it back. Let's see him run it back. I don't want to see that. I just want to see him fight.
I want to see Tony Khabib so bad.
Yeah. I hope they make it.
Gaethje's there too.
I know.
Where does Gaethje come in? Who does Gaethje fight? Does Gaethje fight the winner of Cerrone McGregor? He fights McGregor?
I think he fights McGregor. Even though Cerrone and McGregor are at a different weight class, I understand that. But I think, McGregor gets that taste after he beats Cerrone.
They're fighting at 170, right?
Yes, because they want that Masvidal fight. Yeah.
Masvidal fucking murders McGregor.
Bullies him.
Yeah.
I think he's
fucking
bullies him.
Yeah, fucks him up. Yeah. He doesn't want that. That's a bad fight for him. That's not a good fight at all.
He's one of those warriors, and I think ever since Dana White said he'd lose, I think McGregor's like, what? Dana says I'm going to lose? So I think he wants it even more now.
Fuck it, dude. You're rich. You do whatever the hell you want. You don't need that shit.
That's his issue. That's been the issue ever since he got rich.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see Gaethje. I want to see Gaethje do something. Gaethje's he has earned it. He's earned it.
I think him and McGregor would be such an explosive fight.
Didn't Gaethje just beat Cerrone?
Did he? Is that the last fight? Probably.
I don't know if it was the last fight. I know he beat Cerrone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the last fight or not.
I don't remember Gaethje's. It's been a while since he
he's
fought.
got to fight McGregor whenever McGregor beats him. At least in my mind.
It makes sense to me.
Whatever makes money, though, that's what really makes sense.
Yeah, it
that's
makes sense
what
to
they're
me.
going to do. They could just tell us to fuck off and just do what they want to do.
This should be an awesome year. The fights that they have lined up should be great events.
I don't even know who else is fighting on that card. Raquel Pennington's fighting, right?
Yeah. I haven't even looked at that card.
I really don't care about the rest of the card. Like once you
get
hear
to the headline of fight.
that's what's fucked up about McGregor. Once you hear about McGregor, you're just
you
like,
wanna see him.
oh, okay.
He's the main event. That's why he's headlining.
I ain't paying for that shit though. Nope.
Oh, you gonna find a way to watch it?
Nope, not paying for it.
You gonna go out? Or you're just gonna wait for the results?
I'm gonna stream it illegally.
Oh man!
I'm going to
allegedly
stream it illegally. Allegedly,
you're gonna do that.
You like how I just threw that out there?
Yeah.
No, I would never do that, guys. Allegedly.
What's the biggest fight of the year that right now, in a perfect world, is it Tony Khabib? Is that the biggest fight on paper right now?
That's the biggest fight ever for me right now. I want to see that more than any other fight ever. I want to see.
When's that fight?
April.
Because Ramadan starts soon, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Because I feel like.
Am I tripping? I don't think it's in April. Actually, it might be fucking March.
Because I feel like I don't know religion that well, especially that religion. But I feel like Khabib, because he fasts, he doesn't eat.
April 18th. I'm right.
Okay.
Is how you spell Ramadan. Oh, found it. Never mind.
There we go.
After the fact.
Okay.
The fight is the 18th of April. Ramadan this year, if I said that correctly, this year starts April 23rd.
Because I remember
after that.
Only reason why I remember that is because years ago, Khabib was scheduled to fight during Ramadan, and they had to cancel the fight. Because,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that's the biggest fight on paper.
Oh, man, I want to see that more than anything in the world.
You know what I want to see?
What?
Shevchenko, Nunes, Amanda, the Lioness. I want to see that one more time.
Who was I arguing with? Marissa. I was arguing with Marissa.
About that fight?
About Amanda Nunes being the GOAT.
Marissa doesn't think she is?
Yeah, that's what she said.
What's wrong with her?
She said that... I kind of feel bad that I'm speaking for her right now. Especially
no, speak for her. Fuck that.
I feel like she's going to hear this, and then the next time she's seeing me, she's like, hold on, motherfucker. First off, that's not what I said. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
I will tag her. I don't care. I need to hear what she said.
Well, and I can see this. She thinks that the term GOAT gets thrown around too much. I get that.
For the men, yes. For the women, no.
The argument I made is that greatest of all time. I mean, it's gonna change because you're constantly adding.
Not for her. Not for Nunes.
Greatest of all time will forever change. What if 20 years from now we have somebody come onto the scene and fucking looks at people and they get knocked out?
For the women?
Which that's obviously
for the women, I say for the next 5-10 years. I'll say the next decade. She's the GOAT.
But it can change.
I don't think not for women's MMA.
Okay, Ronda Rousey was the GOAT before her.
Yeah, but think about Amanda Nunes' resume. Every world beater.
Would you call Anderson Silva the GOAT?
No.
He was.
Okay, he was.
That's what I'm saying. The GOAT can change. The GOAT can always change.
I'm talking about the resume that Nunes has. There's no other like it outside of John Jones. Outside of John Jones, there is no other person that has a resume like Amanda Nunes. She has.
In what sense?
The people that she's beaten.
Okay.
She has Cyborg, who no one thought Cyborg would ever lose in MMA.
But that's the thing, though. It's going to change, dude. In 10 years from now, in 10 years from now, the game could evolve to where people are looking back at those fighters and they're like, these guys didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Just like we're looking back at like fucking Chuck Liddell days and we're watching those fights and cringing and going, why the fuck are they doing this? They didn't know what they were doing.
So
the game's always changing and always
So
evolving.
what's John Jones?
Huh? Currently, he's the GOAT. But in 20 years from now, if someone comes out and does it better than John Jones.
Okay, yes, of course.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
it can
right.
always change.
All right, I agree with your statement. It will always change. I'm saying for the next 5 to 10 years, the greatest of all time will forever be in the next 5 10 years will be John Jones and Amanda Nunes. No one will ever be able to develop in the next 10 years a resume.
What if Israel Adesanya knocks out John Jones?
He still has a long way to go.
What?
He knocks out John Jones?
He knocks out John Jones? You're not going to give him the GOAT?
I'm talking about resume. I'm talking about resume.
Okay.
He'll be the best fighter at that moment. On the planet at that moment.
So you judge GOAT based off resume.
Off resumes.
Not necessarily performance.
Correct.
So you're going off paper.
I'm going off paper.
Okay.
You look at the list of names, Amanda Nunes. Everyone that you thought was great in the women's MMA division, she's beaten.
Okay.
Cyborg. Holly Holm.
I understand
Ronda
that.
Rousey.
You understand that I'm on team Amanda Nunes' GOAT, right? You understand that that's the team I'm on. So you're arguing with the wrong guy. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Where you at, Marissa?
Yeah, I was going to say, Marissa's disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just telling you
Get to her statement.
The argument that I was making for her is that the GOAT is constantly changing.
Get to her statement.
That was pretty much her statement, that she's not the GOAT. GOAT gets thrown around too much. She's definitely not the GOAT. She's not impressed by her performance. Hashtag GSP voice.
Take that fight, Marissa.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Take that fight, Marissa.
She's like, look, everybody just gets scared when they're fighting Amanda Nunes, and then they just succumb to it. That's my Marissa.
Take that fight,
impression.
Marissa.
You won't. Look, I was on Amanda Nunes' side. Right. That was the argument I was making. I was like, currently she's the GOAT. And I was floored that Marissa didn't think the same. But Marissa's also...
Who are the GOATs in women's MMA that gets switched around so much? Let's start from
the women's. I will say that the women's MMA division is still so young. I would say
it is young, but I'm saying, but who are the names? The names that come to my mind is like Gina Carano at one time was greatest of all time.
I wouldn't say that.
Really?
Well, I mean, she was the pioneer. Like she was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She was the. Yeah.
Outside of Rousey and Cyborg, I've never heard that get thrown around. You're not gonna say Miesha Tate was ever the best of all time.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Okay. Rousey, Cyborg, and then in my mind now it's Amanda Nunes. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like how the GOAT can constantly change. Yes. Like now you wouldn't say Ronda Rousey's the GOAT.
No,
she was at one point. She was at one point, but the game evolved.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Nunes came on the scene, and then Amanda Nunes became the GOAT. Amanda Nunes didn't have all the opportunities that she needed to have at that time, and she wasn't able to be the GOAT.
Okay.
And in like 3 years, there could be some new chick on the scene that's just like fucking sleeping motherfuckers in like 10 seconds. Legends.
I'm trying to think up and comers right now. Macy Barber.
Who knows? Maybe she goes in, does like a flying triangle whenever she gets her title shot.
Okay.
And fucking submits Amanda Nunes. Puts her to sleep standing with a flying triangle. What, she's not the GOAT? Fuck yeah, she's the GOAT. Come on. From my perspective, I look at resumes. I don't look at one performance. Because she does it twice.
Does that make Conor McGregor the greatest 145 champ ever?
Nope. I don't agree with that.
Okay, because Jose Aldo was great.
Yeah, but he bailed.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But we're looking off performance. He put to sleep the greatest of all time. Wouldn't that make him the greatest of all time?
No, because Holloway did it twice.
After the fact.
Yeah.
And McGregor.
So after the fact. So the game is always changing.
And McGregor owns a victory over Holloway.
Yeah. And then he left the division. Run it back. Run it back.
I would
Run it back, Mr. Resume.
I never want to see McGregor at 145 ever again.
I want to see that fight again. I would say run that the fuck back.
Holloway has his own issues right now, homie.
What's that? Volkanovski?
Yeah.
I think he beats Volkanovski if they run it back. For sure.
I mean, you already think he won this fight, though.
No. I think Volkanovski won that fight. I didn't think that.
Oh, we're talking about Aldo and Moraes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That one, I thought Aldo won that fight for sure.
All right.
For sure. But yeah, no, I agreed Volkanovski won. But I think whenever they run it back, which they should, Holloway should get the next title fight.
Okay.
I think Holloway beats him for sure. For sure.
Okay.
Holloway just seemed a little bit off, and he just seemed a little bit behind. And Volkanovski, really, the leg kicks were the main thing for him.
Right.
And Holloway's not the kind of guy that's not going to take note from his own fights, win or lose, you know?
Okay.
He's not just going to be like, oh, well, you know, didn't work out. I guess we'll just try the exact same thing that we did last camp and see if it happens again, you know? Very few fighters out there do that.
Right.
Most fighters look at it, win or lose, again, like I said, because even if you win, you should be critical of your work. Look back at it and they're like, all right, that's what I did wrong. I need to do this. I need to do that. If I change this up, we should drill this. And whatever the case may be, you know?
Right.
He's going to do that.
Okay.
I think he wins whenever they run it back.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I would love to see Holloway and McGregor run it back. That'd be a great fight. That would be
155?
a fucking amazing fight. Yeah, 55.
I'm about to say McGregor's never making 145.
I'm fine with
again.
55. Yeah, I'm fine with that. He can make 45.
You think so?
Yeah, he's just got to stop
He's
eating
older
and
now.
shit.
He looked like he had to fucking die before.
Just stop eating, drinking. You let yourself dry out a couple days, and then go from there.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
And he's rich now. He doesn't have that drive.
Yeah,
to
fuck
cut
no.
out.
He doesn't give a shit to cut weight. Are you kidding me? Back when he was a plumber, he was cutting weight. Hell yeah.
When he was on welfare, he was cutting weight.
Yeah. Plumber on welfare. That shit happens.
That's a great story.
That was a gun.
No, that was him
Okay.
throwing pallets on the ground.
I swear to God, it sounded like a gun, though.
I know.
I'm glad you could see
I'll
it.
protect you. Don't worry.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Does your leg itch?
It does. They can't see it on camera, though. So when you point shit out.
Well, bro, I mean, you got your fucking skirt hiked up right now.
My Glory MMA Fitness sweatpants. Skirt. How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry.
I'm a blue belt.
That was a little excessive. Just a smidge. New Year's.
Yeah.
What's your resolution? You don't believe in that bullshit.
No. At this point, it's all about taking action.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with my book. It's over. I'm proud of myself just because it's over 400 pages. Well, it's like 370 something.
What book is this? The David Goggins book?
David Goggins book. I'm almost done with that. Can't hurt me or can't see me, whatever it is. Awesome. I'm almost done. It's the first time I finished a big ass book like that in a while. I want to, if I have any resolutions, it's small, but it's like I want to read a book a month.
I've been working on reading a lot more.
Yeah.
My brother bought me a couple books for Christmas, actually.
Yeah.
He bought me what is it, Animal Farm?
That's right. We talked.
I haven't read that one, but I heard it's amazing. And then he bought me and this one's interesting. This one I'm gonna have to get a book that's like the opposite, so that way I can kind of have like one of each, you know. He bought me a Sam Harris book.
Right.
Called Letters to a Christian Nation.
And Sam Harris is very famous for being
an atheist.
That's right.
He is an absolute atheist, which my brother was telling me the story. He was like, dude, you know how fucked up it was going to the bookstore and there's an old white lady behind the desk and he's like, hey, do you have this book by Sam Harris? She's like, no, but let me look what Sam Harris books we do have. She's like, Letters to a Christian Nation, Being an Atheist, and like just all these atheist titles. And he was like, I could just sense the disappointment coming.
Yeah,
from
they
her.
take that very personally, man.
So I'm gonna read that, and then actually, if anybody watching out there is religious in any way or has like some sort of religious book that they could recommend to me, other than the Bible, dude, I can't read the fucking Bible. It's so fucking boring. It really is. Like, dog, for nobody. I don't talk like that. Yeah. I don't know what you're saying. Where art thou? Different. No, get that shit out of here.
It's different times, man. I'm sure.
If it were translated to where like I could understand it, I would read it for sure. But nobody wants to translate it to where like I can understand it, and I don't know if I want to read that version because I know there's. Let's be real. There's fucked up shit in the Bible.
All right,
and that shit'll get cut whenever it gets translated over. You already know. And I want the full thickness of it. I want the OG Bible.
I don't know if you can handle that.
I want it. Hey, millions of people are following this, and I want to know verbatim what they're following.
They are, man. You know, people always have their own versions and a way to spin a story. Religion's nothing to play with.
Yeah.
You know, and
which for those of you that don't know, I'll just put it out there that I'm personally agnostic. I don't know.
Right.
And I'm just sticking with that. I don't. You're to each his own. You know, if you whatever you believe in, I'm cool with that. That's fine. You know, I personally do not know, and I'm not gonna claim a religion.
Right. No, I hear that. You know, we've had talks before. Religion's such a dangerous territory.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's touchy. It's touchy for sure.
But I will say I'm happy.
Religion and politics, those are like the two subjects that, and race. And, you know, those are the subjects that people can get offended quick.
Yeah. You know, I am happy that, you know, you're reading more and I'm going to read more because it's very important that we educate ourselves and we look at every perspective.
Fucking look at us last year. We didn't even know how to read.
Look at me now.
We're learning. Before it was picture books, drawing in between the lines. Now we're reading sentences.
We're moving up.
Chapter
a day,
moving up
bitches. On the world. So yeah, did I ever tell you about me trying to get recruited?
What?
Man,
what?
So every now and then, like twice has happened. Twice last.
Hold on. Pause real quick. You fuck me up whenever you do that. Like we'll be talking about something and you're just like, "Did I ever tell you about that time I went to the Super Bowl?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?"
So,
anyways, you get recruited.
It's happened twice.
Got recruited for what? A cult?
No, like to be Christian. I'm like, so the first time.
Okay. How old?
Both times happened. This is last year.
Okay.
So both times I'm at Hy-Vee. 2 different Hy-Vee stores. The first time I'm sitting in my car, and this black couple walks up to me. He like knocks on the window, and I was like, oh shit, I wonder what happened. You know, I'm very sketched out just because it's like 1:00 in the morning.
You roll your window. It's 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You roll your window down, ain't you?
I'm on 64th Street. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
You're a fucking Vic, dude.
And blue belt.
You're asking to get got.
Blue belt.
Yeah. Gun.
And
gun.
what?
Gun. No, dead.
Bro,
dead.
Just got it out.
Dead. Yeah. What are you gonna use the
Risk
force,
control.
bitch? Get the fuck out of here.
Risk control.
Use your Jedi mind tricks.
Risk control.
I'm not the victim you want to kill.
There we go.
All right. Anyways.
So yeah, and he I'm like, "What's up, man?" I don't roll the window down all the way.
Oh.
And
okay.
He's black.
Right. Oh, my guy up top of that.
And then so he's like, "Hey man, how are you?" And I'm like, "Good." I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Have you heard of some church? It's like downtown." I'm like,
Scientology.
I'm like, "Why?" I mean, that was Christianity. I'm like, "Why? What's up?" He's like, "I think you'd be a perfect, you look like a good person. I think you should come do Bible study and all this stuff."
The fuck?
And I was just like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, he gave me all the hours.
You should have fucked with him. Like once he said, like, "I think you look like a good person." Be like, "I kill people."
I thought about it, but you know, he's like reaching out, and
That's true.
You know,
That's
he's
true.
trying to reach out. So
I'm over
it was
here making
thoughtful.
jokes.
And I told him I checked the church out. I never went, but I wouldn't go anyway. I don't do that sort of thing at the moment.
When's the last time you've been to like church or like an organized religious gathering?
Years. You need that base in your life, though. I want my daughters to have that base. I want them to understand that there is a higher power out there. It is very important to me that my daughters have that base.
Okay.
Yeah, so
like
that happened.
You were like getting mad at me. I'm like, bro. I mean, you can teach your kids whatever you want. I don't care.
With your agnostic ass.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're not. That's it. But yeah, so that happened. The second time was a month ago. There's like this black kid was like following me around. Hy-Vee. And I could tell he like wants to talk to me. And I have my headphones on and everything. And he was like he walks up.
Off.
That was lead to say, "We're like, hey brother, how are you?" I'm like,
"Oh man,
I'm good. What's up, man?"
Brother, all right.
And then he was like, "Have you heard of church?" And I was just like, "Oh man," I was like, "I'm just gonna stop you now, man. I don't." And I gave my reasons why I didn't want to like engage any further in the conversation. And he was like, "I think you could use Jesus in your life, man." And I was just like, and I gave him my personal take. And I was like, "But good luck to you, man. I'm happy that you're reaching out. You're trying to save souls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that road you're going down isn't
I
for
wanted
me.
to make a joke, and it was not a funny joke.
And then I was like, hey, man, I appreciate you. And I shook his hand.
Right on.
And then I put my headphones back on and went back to the Joe Rogan podcast.
He's atheist.
I know.
Okay. I was just throwing it out.
That's why he wanted to save me.
Oh, he knew what you were
He was like, is that the JRE podcast?
JRE? Yeah. Oh, okay.
You need Jesus, man.
Yeah, you need Jesus. Interesting. I've never had anyone try to recruit me except for Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on my door. Have you ever done that?
No, I never did.
So I actually found out that one of my family members, at Christmas, I found out that they were like Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah?
Like baptized Jehovah's Witness.
There was
Which
a lot
apparently that's like a... Were you baptized Jehovah's Witness?
No, I don't know.
Apparently that's like a thing. Where
Yeah.
like... She was like my brother, like, well, I guess he like watched some sort of documentary on her or something. He was talking about it and like, fucking marry this sweet old lady in the family. She was just like, yeah, that was me. I used to do that shit. I was baptized Jehovah's Witness. We used to go door to door, fucking talking to people.
Yeah.
And then she left. Now she's like on a list.
Yeah, they don't mess with you no more.
Yeah, they
right?
don't fuck with you. Like if that's like apparently like the worst thing you can do if you're like baptized Jehovah's Witness and you leave.
Or you make a video of Thriller.
What?
Michael Jackson was
Is that what they,
Jehovah's Witness.
I knew
And
that,
they got rid of
but
him.
that fucked him up.
Yeah, because he celebrated. They basically thought he was
It was like
celebrating a
Halloween.
pagan holiday, and they kicked him out.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. It's wild.
Intense, man.
So I watched something a little bit fucked up, and I need you to watch it. Did I tell you about it?
Yeah, we talked about this already.
What?
The cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we talk about it on here?
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Either way, we talked about it. It doesn't matter. We
Yeah.
don't need to talk about it. It's a fucked up show.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing. Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't. I've been meaning to. I've watched everything else. I watched this stupid show with my lady, and
I've been Netflixing like a motherfucker, dude.
yeah,
The Witcher came out. Yo.
I heard it's amazing. I haven't watched it yet.
So gangster. Get on it now.
Yeah.
Get on it now. There's a lot of nudity in there, too.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible for
I
me.
know. Just boobies everywhere.
Ugh.
That was your reaction. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Right on.
It's disgusting.
Hey, Leslie. Hi. How's it going?
She ain't watching
This is
this.
Keith. Well, so we're going to find out, motherfucker.
You got a couch. It's okay. I'll survive the week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can come over anytime.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I might need to after this episode, but
Nah. All right, man. Well, what else has been going on with you?
are we wrapping up? I'm assuming we're wrapping up.
Yeah, I really
Okay.
don't have much else going on.
I want to
with me.
say real quick, and I'm not going to get too political.
Oh,
The world, the shit going on in the world, that's bigger than everything.
we talking about.
Yeah, the situation with Iran and everything.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, God bless our troops. I had a friend message me the other day, and it was like the perfect time because I was kind of getting wrapped up in some bullshit, something that wasn't not important outside of work, and I was kind of getting worked up about it. And I went to go check my phone. When I checked my phone, he sent me a message saying, "Hey man, I'm literally getting deployed at the moment. I want to say I love you and stay in contact with me. See you when I get back." And there's like real life going on outside of whatever personal bullshit drama that I had or anyone else has had. So, please, protect our troops. And I'm grateful that we have such a great military that can go out there and protect us so I can run my mouth and say whatever I want to say. So it was a very surreal moment because he's such a great guy and he signed up for this country. This is his career.
Yeah.
He wants to be in the army, but it was very like, oh shit, life's happening.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to make sure that I don't take anything for granted. I don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
And the gift that I have in retelling my story, because I feel like a lot of times in life, families and histories can repeat the same. And we take shit for granted. Someone could be an alcoholic, have a kid, their kids think they're destined to be an alcoholic, that they actually than they actually do become alcoholics and they repeat history at a time. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I get to replace.
Get off the rails here.
I get to replace my history with being there for my kids, being a father for my kids. And I'm grateful because I have the opportunity, because there are great, wonderful men and women that are out there fighting for us. So I don't want to take anything else for granted. And I want to be about action this year. And I just want to say thank you to our troops that go out there and put their lives on the line for us.
I think we can all get behind supporting the troops.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I'm not going to go on a big rant, though. Support the troops. I'm right there with you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get John O'Brien on here.
Yes.
We've been talking about that for a fucking minute. Dude, that guy... I was listening to him talk to fucking Frencher the other day.
Yeah.
Devontae Frencher. He came in and helped him out teach the kids class. John is fucking brilliant, dude.
Yes, he is.
That dude is like... He's ahead of the game. He's ahead of the game on a lot. He's wise beyond his years.
Hard worker. Busts his ass. And by the way, he's a fucking kid.
That's what I'm saying. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old. That motherfucker's way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. So far, he's wise beyond his years, and he's fucking humble as a mother. He's probably one of the most humble people I've ever met.
Right.
Yeah, we got to get him on here. We're going to get him on here.
This is going to be a great year for us.
I'm going to talk to him tomorrow, and we're going to get that figured out. We'll get it. I'll text you and let you know. We'll get it figured out for real.
Awesome.
I might need you to get here at like 1:45.
I'll make sure.
We can make that happen.
That's a big interview.
I was literally eavesdropping on his conversation yesterday, and I was just like blown the fuck away by the things that he was saying, because I was just like, I can't believe he already knows like so much. Like,
right.
Yeah, we got to get him on here. Anyways, sorry that we...
Hey, let me do my Nick Diaz real quick. I want to give shout-outs to everyone turning pro this year. Nick Grass, Mikey England, Onamazari Beast, Mike Murray, who's going to go out there and get his fights on, and I'm sure he'll be turning pro probably by the end of the year, if not next year. All the competitors at Glory MMA.
Phil.
Lee Summit. Yeah, Phil's getting back in the cage, which is crazy, hilarious photo with that black eye.
That's awesome.
It's good to see Phil White back out there.
That was his last weigh-in.
Yeah.
His last fight, he rolled in with a black eye.
I remember. But shout out to all the Glory competitors getting out there, busting their ass. And I'm so grateful and blessed to be around you gentlemen.
There it is, guys. All right, we'll catch you next time, guys. We're out of here. Love, peace, chicken grease.
All right. Adios, amigos. Amigas. Bye.